Good morning, children. Today we are going to start our sixth chapter, that is structural organization in living organism. So in this chapter we are going to learn about cell, tissue, organ system and organism. Children, all living things are made up of cells. The cell is the smallest structural and functional unit of living organism, and similar type of cells combine to form tissue. Tissue is a functional organization of different cell. This level is little bit highest organization in some organism, okay, and tissue can be seen in many without the use of any and such microscope, and tissues combine to form organs. Different organs make up the body. They are the product of organization of different tissues, and organs combine to form whole system, that is organ system, that is our body or any other living body. The organ system is the highest structural and functional organization in any multicellular organism. So all living things are made up of cells, and cells are the basic structure unit of life. Again, there are two types of cells, that is unicellular organism and multicellular organism. So the entire organism which is made up of only one single cell are called unicellular organism. Example, bacteria, protist, etc. What is multicellular organism? The organism which is made up of many cells are called multicellular organism. Such cells have specialized functions within the organism. Example, we human beings, animals, etc. So in the levels of organization, the smallest unit is cell, then tissue combined to form organ combined to form organ system, and in the last it forms organism. See, this is the example of unicellular organism which has only one single cell, amoeba, paramecium, euglena. And this is the example of multicellular organism, that is human and plants. Children, tissue of plants are called plant tissue and those of animals are called animal tissue. In today's video we are going to learn about plant cells and plant tissue. So see this picture, this is the picture of stem of plants. This is the transverse section of stem of plant. So based on this diagram, today we are going to learn about different types of tissues of plant, that is meristematic tissue, epithelial tissue, vascular tissue and ground tissue. So let us start. The first one is meristematic tissue. So what is meristematic tissue? This type of tissues are found at the tip of roots and stem. You can see in this picture. Okay, the cells of these divide quickly and this result in an increase in the length of roots and stem. So this tissue is responsible for the increase of length in plants. See, this is the meristematic tissue found in the tip of roots and stem. The next type of tissue is epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue forms the outermost layer. This tissue forms the outer covering of every part, that is root, stem, leaf, flowers, fruit and seed. Apart from providing protection, the work of this tissue is to also exchange carbon, oxygen and water vapor for respiration and photosynthesis. Okay. Epithelial tissues of the plant helps in drawing water from the soil. The next type of tissue is vascular tissue, or you can say vascular bundles. This tissue transport water and food to different parts of the plant. See, listen carefully. In earlier classes, maybe your teacher said you about all these things. So plants have two types of vascular tissue. One type carries water and mineral salts from roots to leaves. See this picture very carefully. One type carries water and mineral salts from root to leaves, and this vascular tissue is known as xylem. You can see in this picture xylem. It carries water and mineral salts from roots to leaves. This vascular tissue is known as xylem. Another type of vascular tissue which distributes the food manufactured in leaves to different parts of the plant. This tissue is called phloem. You can see in this picture the next type of tissue. It distributes the food manufactured in leaves to different parts of the plant. So generally xylem and phloem are found in groups, so that's why they are called vascular bundles, and together they are also called vascular tissue and vascular bundles. Next type of tissue is ground tissue, which is shown just inside the outermost or the dermal layer. The function of ground tissue is to provide support to the plant. Okay, in leaves it manufactures food through photosynthesis. You all know what is photosynthesis? The process of manufacturing food by the plant, and also stores food in the roots of many plants. Pith is also a ground tissue. You can see in this picture ground tissue just shown inside the outermost or the dermal layer. So students, here I am ending my today's explanation. Next class we'll read and learn about animal tissues. Till that time, thank you.